question that I love to ask myself is what's the path of hardship here? Or what's the hard choice here? There's a quote that I remember, which is hard choices, easy life, easy choices, hard life. So the reason I like to ask this question is not necessarily because I always want to choose the path of pain or something, but rather I think in an age of instant gratification and looking for shortcuts all the time, that it's good to consider the inverse, the opposite, and just consider, okay, so because I think the mind these days very quickly and almost by default looks for the easiest way to get somewhere. And I think having this as an opposite viewpoint is really useful to keep in mind. So for example, like I can avoid talking to this person about this issue that I'm confronting, or I can, take the hard path here and speak directly about it instead of hiding away from it. Another thing might be that if you're trying to build a business, and you'll see a lot of people who are trying to build businesses, that everybody's looking for a shortcut, right? How can I get to $1 million as fast as possible and doing the least amount of work as possible, and ideally not doing any work. And this is why, for example, I think a lot of people are very attracted to the idea of stock trading and doing massive YOLO trades, because this is seen as kind of an easy route to wealth without necessarily having to put in a lot of the work that's required in advance. So I guess for me, like this is whenever I feel like I'm defaulting to taking, like whatever feels intuitive or natural to me. In other words, taking the easy path. I just think to myself, okay, so what's the opposite path here? What's the path of hardship? If I were to make a hard choice, how would that look? And just have that as a point of reference or a point of comparison